We'll see. We'll see if that maybe trend continues with game 2 going Fnatic's way, but Genius has had some pretty recent success against Fnatic. And well, with the shards like that, I don't see how it's going to be any different. Locked inside a choke point. Gabby's going to be the target. They can chase him down though. Battery assault ticks are going over to Armel, so it looks like Gabby will be fine.
Ooh, we took a little bit too much damage early laning against the Mars. Okay, he was given tangos. He's gonna be okay. That's fine. Armel on the other hand wasn't, so you could say that it's even. Solid trade. Their army geniuses, they got on a kill, they would have been quite happy. But this means that the first wave, the sniper is not gonna be there, but still you're up against the Undying, so it doesn't matter all that much. He's still gonna be bullying you either way. They did put the clockwork on top. That's kind of weird. I mean,
I don't like that a lot.
Would be very good against DJ. You can't really use your onslaught against the clockwork effectively.
I really dislike this. I don't see the reasoning behind it. You put a melee strength support into the Undying lane. And like you just said, Clockwork, I mean, this was a hero that a lot of people at TI were picking to lane versus the Primal Beast.
Yep.
So, I feel like do you lose a lot of your kill threat in this bottom lane as well? Like a Clockwork with a Shadow Fiend, Battery Assault to get on top of them to enable the raises for In Your Dream. I don't know if the concussive shot slow is going to be enough.
The tower with Army Geniuses, the SF or the Skywrath Mage is immediate target.
They're considering about turning around. Genubob will now drop the Tombstone. It's only level 1 in the Shrapnel, but it will not matter as now they might even get CML as well. Another round of the Shrapnel to utilize. CML will get some health back, but it is not enough as FNATIC. I mean, we see this so often. Januel's Undying is such a menace in the lane.
Yeah, especially with the sniper. I mean, these two are just incredibly powerful, and the army geniuses, they need to make sure they never engage in this lane. And that is kind of bad. That's why the Clockwork is not so good in the top lane, because this hero loves to engage. He loves to go in and out. It's very hard to chase him down. And speaking of, it's Varys that gets chased down on the bottom.
They even gonna go in for In Your Dream? DJ doesn't have the spells up for a couple of seconds. Spirit Siphon has all been used as well, but probably happy with kind of just zoning him away from a couple of creeps. Great start though for FNATIC, and this is exactly what you would be hoping for if you're a FNATIC fan. And bottom lane, DJ, once again, onslaught into the middle, straight onto the Shadow Fiend, and they'll just chase him down. DJ will probably lose his life. KP might be in a bit of trouble as well. Varish is not going to have the damage himself, though. Top lane. Tombstone's dropped down. Armor Geniuses will be able to address this, but they use so much health to be able to kill the Tombstone. They won't be able to escape, and DB is just going to hope to get as much damage as he can out onto Gabby, but CML isn't even in fighting shape to potentially use that damage applied. So FNATIC get another kill in this lane, and this is starting to get out of control.
And the biggest problem here is that Yoi's having a bad time in the mid lane in terms of CS, and this is amazing for FNATIC. Even the playmaker for Army Geniuses, the Tusk, he is being somewhat shut down.
Top lane action continuing to break out. They are looking to take a fight with the Tombstone on cooldown, so it's not going to be easy for FNATIC to actually come out on top now. They will get the kind of revenge onto the Undying, but they're not really, don't have the greatest oh, hang on, mid lane actually, Armel in some trouble. They've already used all their spells. Yoi trying to close the distance for the punch. I don't think that Arcane Bolt will actually bring Armel down, so the Mars will limp into the tree line.
Didn't get close for the punch, so he got him in a place that he can't move, but he couldn't get on top of him. A bit of a mistake going for the snowball when that did happen.
Top lane DB. Oh, that's yeah. Yes, indeed, very dead. 1-3-1. Razor is he's struggling. Is this a hero? Like with this new build, can he catch up when you're kind of playing from behind?
Yeah, the hero farms relatively fast. It's not that that big of an issue, and he is still okay in terms of net worth. Levels are something that he's gonna have a problem with mostly, but that's why you're seeing Army Geniuses smoking to top. They're leaving him alone, and they're coming top lane. The sniper needs to die. Not an easy kill.
Not an easy kill at all. They might be able to find it. Shards to hold him in. They're going to try and TP DJ if he can get rid of some of the battery assault charges. They're even going to push one of them out so Gabby will stand strong. And Yowie won't even be able to get the finishing blow. Normal DP. Gabby survives on a slither of health. Infused raindrops paying massive dividends.
And what was DB doing? He was farming creeps. He was literally farming creeps as the sniper was caught. It took him way too long to get there. That sniper needed to die the second that the Primal Beast TP'd. I mean, and pushed them out of the cogs, it was over. The sniper needed to be dead before that. So DB being a little bit hesitant there, focusing on the creeps, being like, yeah, you guys got it, but they didn't. The raindrops on the sniper, they save his life for, I'd say the second time this game now.
Armel, is he going to go for this turnaround? Got a great ward on the higher gun, but it does get up multiple members. Arena's going to be utilized. It'll protect DJ, but it won't get them a kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I guess
Save your buddies.
Yeah, save your buddies. And meanwhile, bottom lane, KP with that first XO of the game, putting a lot of damage into the tier 1 tower.
They are rotating heroes towards him.
Not an easy kill. Max out Spirit Siphon. KP relatively tanky. It looks like he will still go down nonetheless. DB just staying alive, and that's a big kill for DB to find considering how poor his lane went, but surprisingly he's third in net worth.
Yep, he gets the kill on the counterpart in the bottom lane. So DP in the bottom lane, she was getting kills, but she was not getting creeps. And in the early levels, the creeps are pretty much all that matters if you want your net worth high.
Mel. Maybe step too far over the boundary. That he is indeed. Going to continue to push the back. Shards is back up. And Armel won't be able to make it to the higher gun, but the tombstone is going to get layered down. But it looks like it won't matter.
Yep. The left hook way too strong there for the Mars to survive. DB, he's alone.
That he is indeed, but they're going to try and TP CML into position. Kog's not going to get enough distance away as now CML will just put his body into the grave himself. KP with the double.
They really don't want to give this tower. Look at Yowie, he's coming over. He hasn't been spotted by this ward, but they saw him in the mid lane that he was rotating. This is the biggest problem, is that Yowie is not having a game. He's not really getting the kills, and we all know that the Tusk doesn't farm as fast. Level 6 on the Skyrit Mage can change things. That's the spell with which you get kills, but you're gonna be needing to get a bunch of them in this game.
Bottom lane. Making the attempt on TP with the first use of the ultimate from Varish. That's actually enough to be able to blow up the Death Prophet. FNATIC, a little bit too late with Januar's TP. They were attempting a smoke across the map. Armel has this arena back up, but a great scan from Army Geniuses. They're at least aware of some movement happening. Varish quick on the fingers, but the perfect use of the illusion rune. Armel holding that one for a rainy day.
Yep, you're always happy when you get that against the Invis heroes, against the Silence heroes. So you're gonna be able to use it. They're coming for the sniper. Man, this ward on the top lane has been standing there and just not allowing any harm to go his way. Gabby is baiting right now, and more heroes will be coming over.
That's really important for FNATIC. Kind of the one big concern that you would have had at this top lane was the catapult timing, and they've been able to defend the tower. And Radiant do not push objectives very fast at all, so not having this kind of 10-minute catapult to be able to do a lot of their damage is an issue. And DJ and CML, a little bit of a support battle. It's going to make it unfair now with Yowie snowballing into the middle. They've got to get the kill quick and get out, and maybe the teleport can help out. CML will just escape, but the position 2 will not make it. So in the end, FNATIC more than truly happy, and now they can farm up some of the stacks as well with the help of the tombstone.
Fnatic will bring the fight to you if you're just farming. The sniper early levels is very strong. This hero is not weak in the early game, especially with this kind of a start. So once he has the Dragonlance, he's gonna be joining his team. So Army Geniuses, they better be on the aggressive. It's much better that you're the ones forcing out TPs, forcing out the enemies to react, than them coming to a tower and you having to react in a straight up fight. Well, your chances of winning are very slim.
We'll at least get a pick off across the map though, so a little bit of golden experience for the Tusk along with the Sky. But you don't care if you're Fnatic. Like DJ's just playing the lane that no one wants to be in at the moment. And now they're going to look to try and smoke and evade the triangle, and in your dream,
Very dead.
Here's the target, Armel with the blink. They might not even need the arena. The read from Armel, recognizing the ultimate can be used for a further fight, and this could be the fight. Blink up in a couple seconds. Tombstone's going to get layered down. Can you really take the team fight if you're Radiant? They're going to try and attempt, but they've got no way. No hope at all. All the area denial, and even Exo popped as well. It's going to force Army Geniuses packing, but they might not even be able to move away too far. As DJ charges in, Armel's going to blink over as well. He'll be off the mark with a spear, but it will not matter as the rest of the boys can clean up on that little misstep. Maybe now. Maybe they can make something play. Yowie in combination once again with the Skyreth Mage. Looking to get that jump, the control into the Mystic Flare. Gabby's the target. Alright. Beautiful read from them. Great move from Army Geniuses.
Yeah. Gabby sometimes hasn't been, in this tournament, hasn't been reading the map the greatest way in the early game. He always does well in the later portions though. CML does get out here.
Armel? I might go for Varish instead. Little bit too late with the silence. Can they turn it back around though? Armel doesn't have the greatest health pool. That's another core that's going to go down on Dire. Meanwhile, Army Geniuses were able to find the tier 1 tower top, so some great sequence of events for the boys on Radiant. Oh no.
Razor is going for a BKB. Yeah, it's not good.
Alright, well, we'll see.
Not good.
DB's pretty close to it.
Yep. That's a big one, I think, in this game. But Fnatic, they are going for a move.
That they are. They should be able to backstab on that high ground as Armel finds a dump. And DJ, he can easily charge into the middle as well. They're going to split their attention, recognizing they don't need to put all their damage into one member. As Yowie, I mean, that's an awkward use of the shards. He'll just look to delay as much as he can.
And you're ready there with the Undying to tank the gank for the sniper.
Hook shot in. Tombstone up and available. They're going to look to try and play around with the Requiem as well, as Armel will be blown up for the magic damage. And they'll also get the bonus gold from the Tombstone. So again, Army Geniuses, some signs of life. This net worth lead was up to 5,000, but now it's been cut down to 2K.
Still, it is Fnatic topping the network charts, and Gabby going towards those mobility items. But Army Geniuses have done a good job. They're gonna have another timing with the Razor BKB, where they should be feeling strong enough to fight. And okay, they want DB's BKB to come out, but he's not gonna allow it.
Smoke off from Fnatic. They might be where the pathing, the next farming pattern here from the Shadow Fiend. They actually do see him back the hard camp. Let's see if they're going to go for the play. Yo, he's going to pop the smoke. Armel, he'll jump over the tree line though. Straight over the Shadow Fiend. They're going to look to try and blow him up to start the fight. They will be able to do so successfully, but can they get any more out of this? As a Tombstone laid down gives him firm control of the neighborhood. And DB, well, he's just going to charge into his own death. The BKB has been completely wasted. And Fnatic, KP doesn't even go down as well.
That's a beautiful play from Fnatic. Army Geniuses, they recognize they need to kill the Death Prophet, but that's where the Tombstone comes in. You don't have the SF, you don't have anyone to kill the Tombstone, and then the Razor BKB is not going to be that big of a deal because you can kite him, you see him, you're slowing him down, and then straight into the Roche Pit. This was the timing for Army Geniuses, but Fnatic being on the aggressive and being the ones forcing out rotations, they get a win, and they get a big prize as well.
That they do. The Aegis prize now given over to Gabby.
Dish out damage over time. It's not like they burst people down. Mars can finish people off, God's Rebuke Spear, but Armel is there mostly for protection. And with the BKB, it's going to be even easier for him to do so. And now that timing that Army Geniuses had, well, with the BKB, Fnatic are gonna be able to force out even more of the BKB charges, getting them closer and closer to victory.
Armel. Solo Arena onto the clockwork, really putting the hate onto CML's life. And we've been speaking a lot about the BKBs on Army Geniuses, but still one concern I have is that...
Do they feel like they need to, though? Last time around, that is how they lost their advantage. They ran into enemy's vision. Armel is still doing it.
Tries to jump for Rish. Or just look for the TP out. Oh, Armel even pops a BK before this. Okay. They're going to look to try and TP down bottom as well. DJ in a little bit of trouble at the moment. Should be able to get the right-click damage coming through from In Your Dream. Meanwhile, to the northern side, Januel will attempt the TP arm with a hook shot. Will not be close enough, so... they're actually going to look to smoke the top. They got a really good ward at the triangle, so they see that no one's behind In Your Dream, and he's going to go for another wave. In Your Dream, great reactions over the BKB. Will just be out fast enough before the spear, but with these traded, you could probably get the tier 1 for free now. And one of the more difficult kind of mechanics in the game to go for that spear into the arena. Very, very hard to be able to get that perfect connection. I guess that's what
You need to practice it.
Oh, you need to practice it like 1,000 times, and even then. Mid lane, maybe trying to force a BKB from Yoe, but he'll hold the trigger. Love what they're doing on FNATIC. This high ground, the triangle, such a power position where you can cut multiple waves. You see KP just playing his distance with the Crypt Swarm, making sure he doesn't put himself in a compromised position. So mid's going to be shoved out, top shoved out, so 2-lane advantage from FNATIC, and this will force Army Geniuses to try and change the status quo of the map.
This is a good move from them. If they're not going up the high ground right now. Okay, now they're gonna go when they see Gabby perfectly.
It's a cool backstab. Let's see if it's gonna be able to pay off though. With the Snowball Mystic Flare, it's plenty of damage, and they're able to bring him down. Can they still take the team fight? DJ feels like he can. He's going to charge it in the middle. KP playing off the back of the exorcism as well. They need to address the tombstone. DB's trying to bring it down, but on the high ground, they won't be able to. Soul Rip to keep it healthy. DB, all he was doing was trying to get the tombstone, and they won't even be able to get anything else afterwards.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
One big item that might come in the next like 7 to 10 minutes if you survive that long is the Yoe Aghanim Scepter. That can change things.
Okay. Bottom lane. Armel. Oh, they're able to get him. Okay. That's gonna help get him a little bit closer.
For sure. Ideally, he gets the kill, but that was more of a, he's TPing out, get him, and they do manage to bring him down. DB went for a Blink Dagger as well, he's going for a Nullifier. He definitely wants the sniper dead.
They will be forced to BKB TP out, DB! The Skadi has so much value versus the Shadow Fiend, versus the Razor, double ranged heroes, BKB carriers as well. It's going to prove to be a really big issue to lock onto the sniper now if he gets that right click off.
It gets you into this territory that if they jump you first at this point, you can survive.
Yoe might be in trouble.
The fight is just over.
Look at them drumsing on forward. Yoe can play with the BKB if required. We'll be able to get it off for the last second, so Arena to no avail. Meanwhile, to the northern side, though, In Your Dream charges up the Requiem, deals with one, but he's going to be cautious now. Can he take the team fight? Another defensive use of the BKB is In Your Dream, forced to run away. This is not a great position for Army Geniuses to be at the moment. The BKB's wasted, but KP, he's going to be cautious as well. Hook shot on forward. They're actually able to bring down the Death Prophet, but they're not onto Gabby, the sniper, starting to rain down the right clicks from afar, but the Mystic Flare, they move on to his location. Now they'll turn to DJ as well, as somehow FNATIC lose 4.
And the Roche, they lost the Roche as well. That's In Your Dream, winning the fight solo, killing the Undying, buying the Silver Edge or the Shadow Blade. They didn't know about it. They went for a chase. That is why he didn't want to TP out when he popped the BKB. Without the Undying, they know that they'll be able to get on top of the sniper at some point. And in fact, they did. They lost 2 heroes for it, but that's only the supports. You don't really care about it. And with the Roche, Army Geniuses completely back into this game. These big items that we talked about, the Axe and the Tusk, the Nullifier, okay, it's gonna be just the AC on the Razor, so they want to survive. Ah, man, I like the Nullifier more, but still, the big items are coming out, and the Axe of the Tusk, that's the main one. It gives them a chance to go for plays. FNATIC can no longer just stand and go for a tower, because Yowie will catch them, Yowie will kick them, they get a kill, and then the chase is on.
Well, this game is completely turned on its head, right, with this Scepter. That's honestly something I must say I really wasn't taking into consideration for the Tusk.
Army Geniuses knew that something was up when FNATIC started moving back. They expected them to know about it, so they in the end went just for the tower. I like this. And they knew where they want to take fights, but never on the enemy high ground. In the river, yes, that's why they chased for Armel. But going up the high ground, that was a big no-no.
KP, do they get the kickback? Potentially baiting his life. They're going to try and bring down with the Death Prophet. He's a pretty beefy man as KP will just survive on a slither of health, and now all chaos breaks out. As In Your Dream, stuck inside the arena, trying to man fight, but they're not onto the sniper. This is a big issue as Armel just gets the spear before the walls fall down. They'll deal with the first life. As might give some time for Army Geniuses to address the tombstone issue, but can you keep the Shadow Fiend alive for round 2? A Glimmer Cape force away, but look who they found! Kick into the middle, and they'll blow up Gabby. And now they can turn it back around. Charging down KP off to the left side, they won't be able to close the distance, because meanwhile back in the middle, In Your Dream going man on man against DJ. Yoey's even going to kick the Undying up to the high ground, but the man of the hour is Yoey. What a beautiful fight from the Tusk. That Scepter to put Gabby in a compromised position.
They saw Sniper in the mid. They finish this one off. They know without him, FNATIC are not going to fight. Big problem for FNATIC. They don't have a BKB.
Armel gets the jump. The counter initiation's going to be there, but they want to try and target down with the Razor off of the left side. They should be able to get the kill. Can they get any more, though? A pretty heavy investment out of FNATIC. Looks like DB will be the only casualty of war. FNATIC. With that kill, we'll be able to reclaim some of the map, though. Get all the lanes shoved out as best as they can. Move inside the enemy's jungle as well to try and drop some wards. They do scout out CML. They might look for the jump through CML. Oh, alright, very awkward there with the jetpack. Should be a pretty free kill for FNATIC to find. Top lane though, Sniper. Oh, he should be another free kill as well. Shards from afar, get some distance with a grenade. Needs to have his juke and shoes on if he's going to be able to survive, but he won't be able to. And then In Your Dream as well. Requiem's not a lot of damage onto KP. Do they actually want to try and take the fight? BKB is going to be utilized. In Your Dream, just pummeling into the Death Prophet. No hope of staying alive. And now DJ as well is going to go down. The kick is there fast enough from the Tusk. Unstoppable streak now from In Your Dream. That they are, and they're potentially one fight away from just closing out this game. They push so incredibly fast with the 15 talent on the Shadow Fiend. FNATIC aren't playing with a lot of buybacks as well, just lacking the gold on 3 of their heroes.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
And you can't even get close. You know you have to let this one go. If you get close, you're getting kicked back and you're just losing hero after hero. They dropped the tombstone. Luckily for them, Roche is not going to be spawning because if it was, it's just a free Roche for Army Geniuses.
Something that we haven't particularly brought up much is this Aghanim Scepter on CML. Now, he's had it for a really long time. But just with what he's been able to do with it across the map, lanes was a big issue for them for the first like 25 minutes. And the fact that he's always just been kind of using the flare, Armel. He's able to get the jump in. Snowball at the right timing though, and they're going to kick him into the river with the instant hex. Oh my, Army Geniuses, they can look for more now. You always got the blink up in a couple of seconds. FNATIC, can they take the team fight? Can they turn this one back around? They need to set up a blockade to protect Gabby. Snowball into the middle, kick back, and now Gabby is in a compromised position. They'll send him packing. In Your Dreams, got the damage rocking. And there's nothing FNATIC can do. Multiple members put in the grave. A buyback on Armel, but he's going to be sent to the morgue for the last time this game. And KP and the rest of the FNATIC members will join them as well. A 5-man wipe to close the game and close out the series as Army Geniuses. My God, what a game.
Oh, man, they played so well, and I like the point that you brought out of the Clockwork. They didn't manage to play that fast-paced game in the start where we talked about they needed, but the Clockwork with an axe kept the lanes pushed out, and it all came down to this.
Wow.
When you were losing the early game, but you managed to persist. That you got your key items, the BKBs, the axe on the Tusk,